for launch in 3, 2, 1.
PJ Daniels.
Hi, I'm PJ Daniels. Today I'm going to be talking to you about adding suspense or mystery to your writing. So, if you want to add a little mystery to your plot, or just a scene, but it isn't quite coming together the way you want it, then this video is for you. Some writers, they like to be more straightforward when presenting their characters and their environments. Those writers, they focus on other things to keep their readers entertained. But if you're anything like me, then you prefer to keep them guessing. So there's more to adding suspense or mystery than sudden changes in the plot. To better understand mystery and suspense, we need to think about what it makes us feel when we're reading a mysterious or suspenseful story. These emotions are the triggers that we're aiming for, so we need to backtrack what causes them. One such emotion that we need to trigger is fear. Depending on how intense you want to make your scene, then you'll need to gauge this one. If you're just adding intrigue, it should be low-level fear. Now, it's important to know what your target audience is for this, because then you can tailor this fear to your reader. I'm not just talking about straight-up phobias, but insecurities, sources of stress, or even embarrassment, things that could trigger fear. These things will be perfect because they picture themselves in the position of the protagonist. So research your target audience, make a list of applicable situations based on your findings, and then integrate that into your writing. If you want a reader to react a certain way, include something they can relate to. It makes it more real. So next, we need to consider how you employ this information in your writing. Now, there's a couple ways to add these as triggers, depending on your style, and of course the level of mystery or suspense that you're trying to add. First, there's the option of using your senses to describe the scene. If you want in-depth immersion, include every sense available to your character to describe that situation. This way, again, your reader can relate better to the situation because we use all of our senses in real life, so it'd feel more real if you use all those senses when you're describing the scene to them. Second, and this may contradict a little the first point, but you can also add mystery and suspense by not explaining something, by being a bit vague. So with this tactic, use the fear of the unknown to create either mystery or suspense. How they feel about this unknown force or object will depend on how you introduce it. If you start ramping up your fear level quickly, just before bringing in this unknown object and adding a lot of triggers, it's going to be creating a lot more fear because these triggers in a short period of time will ramp up the adrenaline. Now, if you keep it slow, limit your triggers over a larger period of time, that could simply create something like intrigue. The reader will be curious, maybe have their heart rate up a little bit, but they won't be dreading a sudden reveal. Now, with this tactic, you can mix it with the previous. So, use all your senses to describe the room, but intentionally leave out details of the object of mystery. This will draw attention where you want it. When your character notices it, the reader will want to know what the character is seeing and feeling, even more so if you included all of the senses up to that point. This contrast will keep your reader's curious attention without actually telling them anything. The third option is it's more for suspense than mystery. It's sentence length. What's one thing you do when you're scared? you breathe faster. It's that speed thing. Using shorter sentences makes the sentence feel like it's moving faster. Shorter sentences don't take as long to read, so you're moving to the next thought much faster. This feels rushed to the reader, which is exactly what you're aiming for. If they feel rushed at the correct time, you can slam them right into a trigger at full speed for maximum effect. So that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give me a like. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
PJ Daniels.